With Joseph Newgarden here at the Chevrolet display at the North American International Auto Show. So we're standing in front of the Camaro ZL1, beast of a car that you happen to take for a few laps around Willow Springs recently. What can you tell us about this car?
Oh, it was a fascinating car. One of the best parts of our jobs, you get to drive Indy cars for a living, so it's already pretty cool. But getting to do the production day stuff with Chevrolet and see what they put out on the road, that's almost more fun sometimes. You get a kind of a sneak peek of what's coming to the streets, and getting to drive the new ZL1 was a real treat. I actually have never been to Willow Springs, and that's where I got to test it. So I learned a new track, learned a new car, and what's great about this car is if you're an owner and you want to buy one of these type of things, what you want from it is to be able to take it to a tractor in the weekend on a Saturday, Sunday, and drive the thing all day and have no issues. And that's kind of your first concern as a driver. When you get in the car, are the brakes going to fade? Is something going to break? Is it inconsistent? Does it overheat? And this thing did none of that. I pounded out laps all day long on Saturday at Willow Springs, and nothing went wrong with it. So that was what was most impressive. And then there's obviously a lot of other cool performance features to it, but I think the reliability, the repeatability, that's the most important factor of the car.
So you've had a little time here to kind of check out the Chevy display. I know you were checking out the new Traverse. Just talk to us about this whole auto show and the wow factor that you get when you kind of walk into a place like this at Cobalt Center.
It's a big deal. I mean, everyone kind of walks in here and you're eyeing everyone up, right? Everyone's eyeing each other up, trying to figure out what they're doing for next year, and it's kind of the big reveal, right? It's where you kind of puff your chest a little bit, tell everyone what's going on for the future, and I think the ZL1 is a big statement for Chevrolet, but like you said, there's other things to check out. If you want just a crossover and you want to see what the new crossovers are looking like, I mean, the new Traverse was something I had my eye on. I like the new design they did. I like it much more than the old design, actually, for the bodywork, and I think it's going to be really cool. It's kind of like a baby Tahoe almost. It's the little brother of the Tahoe, and I love the Tahoe too. But like I was saying, you get in here and you get to see what everyone's doing. You get to compare. You can take your time, and everyone tries to pull out the big tricks. People have simulators. People have amazing booths. You see Chevrolet's setup and what they put into it. It's unbelievable. You feel like you're outdoors in some parts of this place. There's different mood lighting everywhere you go. So it's a really unique experience. It's fun to get up close and personal to the cars that are coming out, and then also some racing stuff that's going on too.
So you got to be anxious for the 2017 season to begin. Clock is ticking until we get to St. Petersburg, but how excited are you to start this new season with Team Penske?
I can't wait to get going in 2017. We normally have a good little break in between IndyCar seasons, and this one's been more grueling for me. I think when you join a new team, you don't really want an off season. Generally, when you're with a group for a little while, you like taking a little break in the off season, recharging, getting ready for the next year. This year, starting with Team Penske, I wanted to get right into the next season. So it's been tough for me trying to just wait it out and talk about everything with the engineers, learn how Team Penske works. But for me, it's going to be much better when we could just get on track, start working at the racetrack. That's really where you want to be with the guys, and that's where you're going to learn the most about how everyone works, how the team works, and their whole process. So, it's exciting. It's a very exciting time. I feel very anxious. I feel like there's going to be more responsibility when I come back to Detroit for the Detroit GP. So there's all those little elements to it, but if anything else, I just couldn't be more honored to be a part of this group with Team Penske, Roger Penske, his whole organization. They really put a lot into what they do. They take care of their people, and it's fun to be a part of that type of effort.
So you just hinted at it. Detroit Grand Prix, Chevrolet Detroit Belle Isle Grand Prix comes your way in June. Detroit is used to huge events like this here at the auto show, but that's a huge event for this city. You really get a sense for it. You've raced it in a few times now, and especially now coming from a different angle with Team Penske, how big this event is for Detroit.
Well, what's cool in IndyCar is that being a Chevrolet guy, we want to beat Honda. This is our place. This is the heart of Chevrolet. It's kind of a soft spot for Roger Penske and a soft spot for Team Penske. So we have that battle. We come here every year and we want to beat Honda and be the top of the top. And it's a very fun event. It comes off the Indianapolis 500. I always tell people, look, you win the Indianapolis 500 or you lose the Indianapolis 500. You still got something to prove at the Detroit GP. You either want to follow up that victory at Indy with proving that you didn't just fluke into it, or you want to kind of redeem yourself if you didn't have a good Indianapolis 500. So it's a big pivotal weekend, I think, for the IndyCar Series. It's a great event. It grows every year. It's just getting better since we've been here coming back in 2012. So I'm excited for 2017, and I think being with Team Penske is just going to make it more exciting coming here.
Joseph Newgarden, enjoy your time at the auto show. We'll see you back here in June.
Thanks very much.